are walking in the streets because the sidewalks haven't been cleared yet. Now, we do have some good news to share with you this morning. Highways are looking so much more drivable now that many of us are heading back into work after the holiday weekend. As you can see in that live picture there, traffic moving a-okay. But those side streets, yep, there's still a big problem preventing people from even getting out of their driveway. Meg Shaw live in Storm Tracker 5. She's been riding around Cleveland, checking out the messes left behind, and also helping people get off streets. In your last hit, we saw someone was stuck, Meg, so you're doing community service as well. But what are city leaders doing to get the city back up and running today?
We're doing what we can, Danita, but you just mentioned people, not being able to walk on sidewalks. That is what we're seeing here in downtown this morning over and over again. We saw a busload of people getting off of RTA, having nowhere to go but the streets. Take a look. This is Euclid Avenue, just passing, East 4th Street here, and it is a mess still. You can definitely see more of the roadway here this morning, and you can tell plows have gone through, but many of these streets, especially in the neighborhoods, Tremont, Ohio City area, those need to go through again. We talked to the city of Cleveland late last night about, their efforts and what they were seeing, and they said they had their full fleet out yesterday. They had more than 100 drivers across the city using large plows, small plows, graders, all of the above, and they are working around the clock. And just a few minutes ago on the city's west side in Tremont, take a look at this. We saw a plow truck going through, again, these streets that have cars parked on the side of the road trying to get this snow cleared. And as you can see, he's just plowing that snow right on these cars. And so it's going to be difficult this morning if you live on one of these streets trying to dig out this morning. We talked to Mayor Bibb late last night. He says, this is a long game, and he wants to really build up this fleet over the next 3, 6, and 10 years.
Again, this is my third week in office. It's my first snowstorm. I believe there's always room for improvement to make sure we're delivering high quality basic city services for our residents. And as mayor of a snow town like Cleveland, of course, I want more trucks. Of course, I want more drivers. And every street's important.
All right, so again, here is another live look at downtown Cleveland. As you can see, cars are moving through, but these sidewalks, you can just see where the plows have gone through clearing the snow. So that's what these banks look like. And now, as a reminder, if you do live in the city of Cleveland, there is a parking ban until 8 a.m. this morning. But again, we've talked about it this morning. We are going to be spending today and probably tomorrow still digging out on these side streets in these neighborhoods because the plows are just having a tough time getting through there. So take your time today, bundle up, get out there, do what you got to do to get through this snow, guys.
Yeah, and be patient with yourself because the snow ain't going nowhere, Meg. Thank you so much. But one thing getting in the way of the cleanup, cars still left on city streets. Overnight news tracker spotting plows maneuvering around vehicles in cities where parking bans are in effect. Several cities listed on your screen right now still remain under emergency parking bans. This is to help the snowplows clear the streets more quickly. Cars that are parked in violation of the ban could be towed or ticketed. Residents in Lakewood can park in municipal and city parking lots until the ban is lifted. A day after the Greater Cleveland RTA suspended all bus and rail services, several routes are getting back on track this morning.
Yeah, that includes the blue, red, and green lines running with minor delays, we're told. Several buses are also expected to be back up and running this morning. Now, all Lake Tram buses will run as scheduled today. All local routes and the park and ride service were suspended yesterday because of the really bad road conditions. Well, getting on and off the highway yesterday was really tricky, dangerous in so many areas. And depending on where you're going today, some ramps may still be closed. Let's bring in John Rutter here to tell us the areas that we're going to want to avoid this morning. Hi, John.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, some construction crews are going to be doing some repairs to lighting along 71, so there will inherently be some ramp closures and lane closures while crews are making the repairs to that lighting. We're talking about 71 northbound, the connector ramp under the West 25th Pearl Road. That'll be closing today from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. while crews do that overhead work. Your detour will be West 25th Street to Pearl Road. Again, this all happening 71 northbound, the connector ramp under West 25th Street and Pearl Road. They're doing some lighting work on 71, so this could impact the commute. Again, at 9 a.m. until 3. It's a popular section of highway, so a lot of cars do travel that area. Definitely want to take some time and maybe avoid it if you can, or that detour being West 25th Street and Pearl Road. You can exit from there from 71 northbound, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, John. Glad to see you flying again this morning. That means Mother Nature's cooperating with flying and driving around this morning. Still got to take some extra time, some caution. I mean, Mother Nature's giving us a couple more snowflakes, light stuff, some flurries this morning, but really just cold and not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. Temperatures are on the cold side for sure, though. Winds right now at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Those actually pick up out of the southwest today, and that'll help us start to thaw. But, so much of the day is energy. You get so much energy, from the sun during the daylight, even on cloudy days. So during the day, we get that warming. It actually warms the ground, and then that warms the air. But if you've got that layer of snow like we have now, that air doesn't get warmed up much. So I've got 20s outside now. With the wind, I've got wind chills in the teens, 10 to 15 degrees. Look at what happens throughout the day today. Yeah, there was a couple snowflakes this morning, but we don't warm up much at all. Even after the snow gets out of here and things get breezy later on, we get back to only about 30, 31 degrees today. Believe it or not, tonight we warm into the mid-30s. Tomorrow we're pushing almost 40. And then we're dropping to below 0 in spots. I'll show you when that drop happens. Coming up.